Hi there, welcome to Burning Waters of the Moon Tarot. My name is Desiree, and in this video I'm doing a reading for Taurus. This series I'm using the Tattoo Tarot deck by Megamunden. This is the Broken Mirror Tarot by Vermilion, and then this is an oracle deck called the Jade Oracle, and this is by Iglesias, and the illustrator is I think her name is Veronica Snow. I'm sorry, the artist name is Ramona Snow Theo. T-O maybe, T-E-O. Okay, so let me, no. I'm getting ahead of myself, sorry. All right, Taurus, I'm going to smudge the decks. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. And if you'd like to see more videos and get notified as I post them, I post every week. And go ahead, you can subscribe, yes, so you can get notified. Also, I would appreciate a comment if you are willing to do so. I know many years, I've been on YouTube many years, or I've been using YouTube many years, and it's only been quite recently that I have started to comment. And I know not all of us like to engage, you know, but if you would, I would definitely appreciate it. All right. I've got a candle going over here. I can't, well, maybe I can now. There was a dog barking earlier and he was just going at it. So, all right, I will light the incense. Okay. All right, so Taurus, if for any reason this video is not hitting home for you, not every Taurus is going to be going through the same thing at the exact same time. So you can try the reading for your sun sign or your moon sign. Alternatively, you can try reading, checking out the day chart and seeing what planet or house deals with the situation that you're in, and see what sign that planet or house is in, and watch the video for that sign. Did I say that right? See what sign the planet or house is in and watch the video for that sign. Yes, that's what I meant to say. You can also try your sidereal sign as well. Sidereal is a bit different. They use the true constellations, and they even have an added constellation called Ophiuchus. So who knows? You might be an Ophiuchus, not an Ophiucan. Maybe it's a Fucan. You might be an Ophiucan instead of a Scorpio, or, you know, let's see, what's next to Taurus? You could be an Aries or a Gemini and not even know it. Okay, so let's see what we have for you, Taurus. So King of Swords, air energy, heir of air. All kings are air, and because he's in the suit of swords, he is air. He is heir of air. Then we've got the Five of Cups, water energy. And then the Fool, interesting. Capricorn had this Fool right over here in this position. So, ooh, sorry if you heard that. My kids are getting a little rambunctious here. So our major arcana card is the Fool, and the Fool is an energy of excitement. He is uninhibited. He wants to explore. He wants to understand. He wants to go out into the world and see what the world is made of. He wants to see how he can change the world, and what the world can do for him. You know, he's very he's very optimistic, and you can see him with his elbow on his knee, you know, just kind of looking out into the horizon and seeing what's next, what he can do, and he's got that look on his face, like he's ready for it, you know, he's ready to tackle anything that comes his way. So this is a very good energy to have, and he's also an air card. This is the I think he's assigned the planet Uranus. And then we've got the King of Swords here, which I feel like this is a good balance. We've got a good balance here. The only thing that's kind of throwing us off here is this Five of Cups. The King of Swords, you know, he is very calculating. He is just very intelligent. He takes in the information and he makes a good decision. And he's very learned, and he knows what he's doing. And he's very he's sure of himself. He's got that masculine air energy. And this can be a woman as well. A woman can be very strong in how she feels about things. She can be very intelligent and calculating. And calculating kind of has a negative connotation, but I'm not using it in a negative way. I myself am very calculating. I kind of look at things and I'm like, okay, is it faster to go to the left or faster to go to the right? What is my most efficient way to get out of here? You know, and I just have these calculations going on in my head constantly. That's kind of my Libra energy, but it's also my Scorpio energy as well, because we're deep divers, you know, and then the Libra, of course, wants to be perfect. So I am just naturally calculating. And it also helps me to understand the world around me, because I feel like there's messages everywhere. And it, okay, I'm rambling. Okay, let me just stop. Let's go back. And so with these two energies, I feel that they are good. They're working in tandem. This is a mature energy, a mature thinking energy. And this guy is a little bit young and explorative, and he wants to understand what's going on and get out there and do it. So these are working well. But like I said, this cup here and this card here in the center, Five of Cups, it's emotional upset. Fives are kind of get in there and just mess everything up. You know, they knock down your house of cards, and you're kind of stuck with this mess. And since it's in the suit of water, it has to deal with emotions. So maybe you are heartbroken over some kind of situation here, and perhaps you're thinking about it too logically, or perhaps you're just not thinking about it at all. So let's use the Broken Mirror Tarot. I love this blue here. Oh my gosh, this is why I purchased this deck. And actually, I purchased it as a Kickstarter, and they are actually sold out. I checked it out on the website. This particular side gilding is sold out. And they do have some other ones that are nicely colored. And they have started a new Kickstarter, which kind of has like a 3D kind of looking thing. And I think it glows in the UV light, the black light. And it comes in this cool, like acrylic looking box. So I'm excited to see that deck, get that deck. And this deck is a Marseille style, just like this one, but it does take, just like this deck here, but it does kind of take some Rider-Waite-Smith elements into the Marseille style. Did I split it? I can't remember. Thank God I'm coming out of this eclipse energy. I was just real unable to focus. I was real anxious and nervous. Kind of weird, but yeah, I think I'm better. Okay, King of Swords. Okay, now we've got the Knight of Staves, which is the Knight of Wands in reverse. So we've got fire. Oh, and another knight. A Knight of Cups in reverse, which is water. Oh, Lord. And then we've got the Page of Coins in reverse, which is earth. So we've got all four elements represented here. Very interesting, and it's all court as well. We're missing the queen from here. So with the absence of the queen, though, I'm kind of getting the feeling that there is some kind of heartbreak, but there's kind of a lack of understanding, a lack of empathy. The knights here are they're fire. All knights are fire, but then we have fire of fire, and then we have water of fire. So, so we have this guy here who probably acted impulsively, okay? Probably did something just in like the heat of the moment. You know, he's a fast acting knight. He kind of does things without thinking, I guess. He's not like the Knight of Swords who will kind of quickly put together a plan and then execute it. This Knight of Wands will just kind of go in there, you know, guns blazing without asking any kind of questions. Then we've got the Knight of Cups who acts on emotion. You know, he's like, oh, well, you know, I love her, so I'm going to go ahead and move to Colorado. You know, that type of situation. So we've got two actors in reverse that that may not have done exactly what they should have done. And it's a little contradictory because we have this King of Swords here who is heir of air. So maybe the situation was just a little too intellectual and not enough of this, not enough passion, not enough action in the way that that you feel. And then we've got the Page of Coins here. All these are in reverse. Page of Coins. He is our youngest of the suit, so he's kind of like our little teenager guy who's in a way kind of like the Fool, in a way. Where the Fool is air, this Page of Coins, he is Earth of Earth. All pages are Earth, and him being in the suit of coins, he is heavily grounded. He, even as a young page, he greatly understands the world around him. He's curious about the world around him, and he's an apprentice. You know, he's good with his hands. He's a good worker. And he just wants to learn. He wants to get out there and see what resources he can pull together. So let's get a read on this Five of Cups, because this here is a little muddy for me. I've got kind of bits and pieces, but I need some more of the picture to kind of pull this together. So Five of Cups, and then we've got the Five of Coins in reverse. Earth energy in reverse. Nine of Cups, water energy in reverse. Oh my goodness. And then we've got the Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, so far everything's in reverse here. I'm going to take a quick drink of water. Thank you for allowing me that little break. Okay, so we've got three fives with this. So there is a big upheaval. We've got a 5 in water, we've got a 5 in earth, and we've got a 5 in fire. So emotional upset. We've got physical upset. You know, maybe you lost your job, your home. Maybe there's some kind of project that got messed up. And then we've got this 5 of staves, which is 5 of wands. And so there was some definite conflict going on. So there's just a lot of upset going on here. And then we've got the Nine of Cups. And this card speaks of, the nines are kind of like kind of completion. You've gone through 1 through 9, okay? And you have experienced everything that you've needed to experience in terms of emotion. You've learned things. You've put some tools in your belt. And you get to the 9s and you're almost ready to graduate to the 10s, but you're not quite there. Moving up to the 10, that's getting to the next level, the next plane, right? You're leveling up. But with it being in reverse, you're almost stuck. You could be stuck between 8.5, 9-ish with it being in reverse. And so you're not quite you have not quite mastered the emotional part yet. And so the picture's starting to come together a little bit. I'm seeing that perhaps you acted in a way with this King of Swords. You acted too much in that mental energy, and you didn't take into account the passion. You didn't take into account your feelings. You didn't take into account this this exploratory nature of this page of coins. Wow, how many ofs was that? Okay, and so I think you were too much in the mental when this situation occurred here, and that kind of brought you some heartbreak, and that kind of maybe upset your physical in a way, and that also, you know, caused a whole bunch of conflict in your life. It caused conflicts with the energy that you were dealing with here when you weren't when you didn't involve your feelings, when you didn't involve your passions. You know, I'm kind of getting the feeling of a relationship where it was very mental for you, and you just didn't give like that love and the compassion. That other person may have been giving it to you, and you took it all in, but you weren't reciprocating it. And with relationships, we've got to refill the other's cup, and we refill the other's cup by adding into it with our own water, and adding into it with our own passions here, and sharing things with one another, you know, sharing dinners together, going out on hikes with one another, taking trips, you know, exploring life together. And perhaps you were just too much in your mind and not paying attention to this other energies, these other elements that we need to balance ourselves out. We need everything in our life. We need air, we need fire, we need water, and we need earth. We need all of these energies in our lives so that we can become whole, and we can just we can be satisfied, and we can just be good. Good, not in the sense of, you know, good and bad, but just in a good place. Because if there's too much of this, then we don't have enough. If there's too much air, too much thinking, then we don't have enough love and compassion. So let me get a read on the Fool here for you, Taurus. Hopefully we get some upright cards. Let's see. Six of Staves, fire in reverse. Four of Coins, earth in reverse. Oh my goodness. And then we've got the Eight of Cups in reverse. All right, Taurus. This entire bottom rows are all in reverse. And so we've got water, we've got earth, and we've got some fire. And then him, the Fool, being air. So once again, we have all of the elements being represented here. There goes that dog barking. He was barking a lot earlier. I'm going to close the window. Aw, knocked down my little obsidian guy. Okay. All right. So Six of Staves. So this is a card of regrouping, right? So after we've gone through this conflict, we go through here and we start regrouping ourselves. We start putting our priorities, our passions, we start getting our trajectory back in order with the sixes. Then we've got the Four of Coins here. The Four of Coins is getting our physical, our foundation together. All right. With it being in reverse, the foundation is still not being put back together after this upset. Then we went a little backwards here with this Eight of Cups, but 8 is a number, another number of foundation. After we come from the fives, you know, we go through the sixes to regroup. We go through the sevens to put in the hard work and the perseverance, and then we wait for the right time to reveal it. And the 8 is our big reveal. The 8 is when everything is put back into order. We've got that 4 and 4 on top of each other. So now we have a much sturdier foundation. And this foundation is not sturdy. It's in reverse. And our Four of Coins are physical. It's not sturdy either. It's in reverse. And then we've got our regrouping is also in reverse. So the plan that you're putting together is not right. And so perhaps what this Fool here is telling us is maybe you might be acting a little recklessly, a little immaturely, and you're kind of going out about this in an immature way, and not a way of complete in a way of knowing, and that's okay. Don't The tarot is a way for us to see things that we may not necessarily see. Okay. And it's okay to not know something. It's okay to do something wrong. It's okay to make mistakes. Mistakes happen for a reason. They are learning opportunities. They're a way to where we learn things about ourselves, and there's also messages within that as well. And it can bring us to things of beauty too. I mean, we make a mistake and we do something that we normally wouldn't do, but then, hey, we were exposed to something in a different way. And then mistakes are the best way to learn too, because once you make a mistake, it kind of hits you in your ego, and you're like, oh my God, why did I do that? And you think about it for a long time, but when that comes along again, you're not going to make that same mistake because of the turmoil or the bad feeling you got. You don't want to put yourself through that situation again. So mistakes are the best way to learn. So with all that being said, I think you need to learn. I don't know if this situation is over. I can't really say if it's over, but there's just a lot of turmoil. There is just a lot of unfinished business, but if you can fix it, the way to fix it is going to be pull out some of that air energy, pull out some of that just straight up mental, intellectual stuff, and put a little bit more love, passion, compassion, and a little bit more of exploring the world, of understanding the world around you, not just what's going on in your head. Just put a little bit more of that into this situation if it can be salvaged. But if it cannot, take what you learned from all of this and put that into the next situation. So that is the advice for you, Taurus. Now, we are going to pull an oracle card. This deck has to do with the Mexica Aztec deities. There are, we call them teteos or teots, but there's I guess they're akin to gods, but they're mainly energies. And we've got things like corn in here, cocoa, and then also the energies that came and created these 5 suns. Yes, so one more shuffle for you, Taurus. All right, this was a hard reading, Taurus, but I hope it has illuminated something for you, and I hope we have a good oracle card that can give us some more illumination. Okay, this is Chantico, guardian of the home. Let me get my little book out, and we're going to read what Chantico has to say. Okay, a fire deity. Chantico safeguards the hearth and home, the fire that is a central part of life. She is associated with the 3 stones placed in the hearth to support the cooking pot. Her headdress adorned with balls of eagle down, as well as the loincloth she sometimes wears, reminiscent of warrior's clothing, confirms Chantico's strength as defender of the home. When Chantico comes to you, she reminds you of your strength and powers as a leader, the matriarch. She urges you to care for yourself and for those around you. With Chantico, you are rooted and nourished in your home so that you can reach out to the community. She gives you the ability to begin organizing in your community to lead both at home and in public. Okay, so in relation to this, I feel that Chantico is telling you that you can build that home, that you can make that home a safe place. Now, a house is different than a home. You know, a home is made of love and compassion, and it's a place of safe, and we have to put that special energy into the house to make it a home. And so with Chantico, she is calling you to make that home, and that home can be anywhere. You know, you don't have to live in a house. You can live in a van. You can live in a tent, as long as you have all of those energies present, and then you're willing to safeguard that home like a warrior. You know, strive to keep that home strong and strive to build a strong home, and you'll do well. You'll do well. Okay, Taurus, I hope that this has helped you in some kind of way. I hope that it maybe gave you something to think about. And thank you so much for watching to the end. And give me a thumbs up if you're still here. 26 minutes into this. So you have a good day, and I hope to see you next reading. Take care.